Hey everyone, it's the Pajama Bosses. It's
Masha and Miguel, or Miguel and Masha.
so we're super excited today. We have a special surprise for you today. We have a dear friend with us, Mark Harbert, dialing in all the way from Florida. Mark, how are you this morning?
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? I love you guys. I just think your energy is amazing, and it's the perfect starter to the morning. And I got my coffee, and I'm hanging with the pajama bosses, so I'm good.
So how cool is this global business? It's evening in Australia, it's early morning in Florida. We're all connected. We're all, sharing ideas. And I really want to introduce you properly to our people, to the Pajama Bosses. Mark is a really amazing video marketer. In fact, he started in the home-based business industry, and then he continued to escalate and rise through the industry, and now is one of the best trainers of video marketing within the network marketing niche or home-based business niche. And he's frequently a keynote speaker. He really is a coach trainer. And, he's created some amazing things. Like just before we're chatting, he created over 60,000 leads online through video marketing. Is that amazing?
Yes, and he makes more than, multiple six-figure annually. Okay, so that means that he's been doing some things right already for quite a while. And not just that, and I'm going to pass the word right away to you, Mark, but it's very interesting how you got introduced to the industry I believe it was in 2000 to the e-commerce business. And the question would be right away, obviously, as we are introducing you, why would you get introduced to this kind of industry, e-commerce in 2000? I mean, you were a Navy guy, right?
Yeah, I was in the Navy, but when I got introduced, I was actually, what's funny is how this all came about is it was 2000, and I was in Ohio at the time, and I was at the gas station, and I was filling up my work truck. I was actually in air conditioning. And while I was standing at the gas station, the gas station, contact guy came up to me, and he started talking to me right at the pump, and he just, said, "Hey, you look like a sharp guy," and did the thing. And I ended up meeting with the guy at a Denny's restaurant. We sat down, and he drew the circles at Denny's and showed me the plan, and I was hooked. And ever since, that was the day I got the freedom bug. And that's what I always say. I got the freedom bug that day because the guy did such a good job painting a future for me that ever since, I've never been able to get that mind picture out of my head, and I think that's what really drove me is I just, saw it, and took me a little while to figure it out and how it would work. But yeah, that was it. I mean, I love this industry. What can I say?
And what was your epiphany moment? I mean, obviously, you started in home-based business network marketing, and then, obviously you had to acquire some skills. There was some struggle there. So what was the epiphany moment for you that you had to kind of acquire a skill and you picked video marketing? What was kind of that epiphany that you went through?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, when I really started to, get some success under my belt, I was actually in a company. One of the things that when I was in my first company, I was kind of like one of those guys who was like, I don't need any of that mindset stuff. I don't need to learn any personal development. Who needs that? So I never invested in myself really. And I just kind of stayed at the same level, not really doing anything. And I wasn't buying books and reading and listening to audios and, working on myself. And so I never really went anywhere. I just stayed stagnant. And so finally I got frustrated and quit. And then I came back, a very short time later because I found another company. And that's where I really started to learn that I love personal development. And ever since, it's been a journey. I'm just learning more about myself and getting better and better. I used to be a very shy guy. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was very, just leave me alone, and I don't know. I didn't really talk to a lot of people. And I think personal development is what really helped change that for me. So around 2008, and I had started having a little success, doing kind of more traditional means, offline prospecting, which is awesome. And I think when it really kind of hit me is in about 2008. And that's when, the internet kind of explosion in home business started really happening. And I started learning some skills, and I started creating videos. And back in, 2008, 2009. And I was creating videos, driving to work, I had my little flip cam at the time. The cell phone cameras weren't the best. And I don't know, I just started building an audience, and I was just sharing cool little things. It wasn't like I was being super fancy, and it's amazing what happened. I mean, it just started snowballing from that point. So for me, my big moment was, wow, if I can use the internet to reach out and build an audience, I mean, I could build this thing anywhere. And I remember at that time still hearing people saying, like, building in other countries, and they're coming up with these ideas on how to reach. And I'm like, hey man, I'll just make a video and target that country, and I'm like, cool. So I started doing these little things, and next thing you know, I mean, after a little period of learning how to do it, and now I've got, business partners and coaching clients all over the planet. So wow. It's cool. Yeah.
So you know what? I'm watching you, I'm listening to you, and I'm thinking, are you sure you were shy? You were a shy person? I believe you. I'm saying I believe you. And probably the people that are watching this, all the pajama bosses that are watching this, they have no other choice but believe you. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking, okay, well, your personal development paid off, obviously, because, I mean, from being really shy to being in front of the camera is a huge change, right?
Yeah.
And our audience now, for example, there's a lot of people that are watching this and they're thinking, well, that's okay for Mark. He's making multiple six figures, 60,000 leads online generated and contacts. But what about me? So my question to you would be to say to this person that is watching us today, if you were to give them one piece of advice on why they should probably get started doing videos or being in front of the camera, despite of how shy they may be, what would that thing be?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. And then it's amazing. I just did a webinar last night. We had like 700-800 people on, and it was entrepreneurs, some business owners. And this is the big topic that I talked about, because I always feel like my job is to have people break through and realize how great video actually is, because that's the biggest thing. Is a lot of people, it's not that people wouldn't want to do them, because it's not difficult nowadays to make videos. I mean, with your cell phone, it's so easy. I mean, we walk around all day and we're taking selfies of ourselves, and we're posting in the pictures. Why not just do a talking selfie? That's really all it is, And so ultimately, I think the biggest thing people need to realize with getting over it is the biggest fear that people have when it comes to creating a video is, well, I might look fat. The camera adds 10 pounds, or, or my hair doesn't look right, or I don't have my makeup on, or I don't have this and I don't have that. So that nervous part, I totally get it. But the truth of the matter is that today people love just real and raw. People, the polished look that, people, nobody really wants that. I mean, honestly, I love to just do stupid videos sometimes and post it on Facebook, and they get incredible engagement. Like I posted a video the other day. I was at the pool with my family, and there was like a little gecko, those little like lizards. We have them all over Florida here. And there's one running around, and I'm zooming in on it, and it's got the the thing, and it's going like this. And I just posted it, and people are like, oh, people are just commenting like crazy. And I just tell people that this right here is like a little window into your life, and you get to control what people see through that window. But that's why reality TV is so big. People, and if you want to call it reality, it's not really reality, but the truth is that people love to make that connection. And if you can help them make a connection to you, you really create a bond with prospects like no other way online. And so I think if you're hesitant, the best way is to create one video and do it, and you'll get over that initial fear. But then after the first 5 videos, they go away. I mean, the fear goes away, and you just start getting out there and just sharing value. And I think that's really the biggest thing, is to understand it's not that hard to do, and you can do it. You really can.
And I think, what we're realizing as we go on with years and years, there's so many new forms of video marketing coming out. I mean, about 12 months ago, there's this, one app that came out that's kind of revolutionized everything, and Facebook's followed through. I'm talking about Periscope, obviously. and then Facebook Live, and
Yep.
so where do you think video marketing is going? And the reason I'm asking is people are obviously looking, well, what skill should I invest my time into learning? Because obviously there's so many great skills that we could have to become better at what we're doing, and so we could create better income and bit more freedom for ourselves and more value in the marketplace. So why is that video one of those skills? And where do you think video is going? Because right now with live stream on Facebook, with Periscope and all that, it's almost like everyone has their own TV show, right?
That's exactly it. And that's exactly where everything's going, is everybody can have their own TV show literally in their pocket. And so where video is going, well, let me give you a little perspective on this. In November of 2014, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook's owner, CEO, so he put out a statement, and this is in 2014, mind you. He said, in 5 years, Facebook will be mostly video. And was a year and a half ago. So basically what's happening is the entire internet, as far as consuming content, is rapidly going more and more toward video. And you think about the power that the TV has for people to connect with their favorite artist or their favorite celebrity. And why do you think a lot of these celebrities have like these raving fans? Because there's a connection made through video that it's almost like a celebrity type thing. And I got to be honest with you, and I don't mean this in any braggadocious way at all, but it's kind of crazy going to events, and I have people that come up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I've been watching your videos for like years and you're just so awesome. And I'm like, I just get on the camera and share stuff, it's not like I'm trying to create this celebrity. I just love sharing value with people. But it's amazing. I just went to an event and I had a guy come up and ask for my autograph. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, okay. It's kind of surreal, but it really does create like a bond, and it's pretty amazing. And so where's video going? Definitely live. Live is that's huge, and it's only going to get bigger. And I want to point this out because this is very important. Technology is only a means of communication. That's all it is. I mean, the stuff that you guys teach, that's relationship building, networking, all of that is still the same. All you add in is a little chunk of technology to help communicate that message out more. And that's all we're talking, using another channel to get the word out about what you do. And that's what video's for. So
that's great. That's a pretty important reason why we should all be, doing a lot of video and learning and investing in ourselves to be able to learn that skill and perfect it every year.
And we couldn't agree more with you. The way everything, the whole technology is going, and the way the delivery of content, the relationship in terms of social media is getting to is pretty much on things that are moving and things that you can kind of hear at the same time that you can see moving, And that also has to do with the attention span of people, because the picture is always there, and some people just want to see something moving to get attracted to that. And I think that's the whole tendency now that people have. And I agree with you 100%. Mark Zuckerberg obviously has something that in his experience that he's right. So. Yeah. Masha had another question for you, because there is something very special, right?
Yeah, I wanted Mark to share a little bit about his brand new training. He's doing a 3-part training, which I think is called the No Fear Video Marketing System. And I watched the first video today, and it was really, really cool. And I want you to maybe tell a little bit about what that training is about.
Yeah. So one of the keys to really succeeding is so in this video, the first video, I talk about the system, and really the system it's really 3 parts. There's 3 parts to it, and it's super easy. Number one, the key is just know your market. Who is it that you're marketing to? One of the interesting things, and I share this because I've been in the industry for a long time, so I've seen every trainer. I've seen every, I've heard, over 16 years, you hear a lot, And I remember this is many years ago. And I had, there was a guy on stage, and he was training that everybody needs our product. Everybody's your prospect. And I had to say now I disagree with him. And here's why. Because you may have an amazing product Your product may be just the bomb and everybody needs it. At least that's what we think. And maybe everybody does need it, but the reality is not everybody wants it. So, and the key is not everybody wants it. So we want to be more inclined to get our message in front of people that want what we have. And so that was a, kind of a distinction in understanding who your market is. So if you know it and research it, it's like you research and find out what is your market's biggest pain. So if you're a network marketer and say you're in a health and wellness company and you're promoting health and wellness, what are the things that people want that would be more inclined to buy your product? They want health, they want youth, vitality, they want more energy. These are the kind of pain points that those type of people that seek out are searching for. So once you know your market and you know their most pressing pain points, and I equate it to like a bruise on the arm, okay? If you have a bruise on your arm and you're not really paying attention, if somebody comes up and presses that bruise, that gets your attention because it's a little sore, right? And this is exactly what you do in step number 2 is now your goal is to create content, videos that answer the questions of those pain points. And that's really step 2 in the system. So it's create the content. So once you know your market, you know their questions and pain points, you create videos that answer those questions for them. So once that happens, now it moves on to number 3, which is just promoting your content. And there's cool things you can do to get your content out there to promote it. And when I say content, I'm talking videos. Videos are really, really where it's at, and so ultimately, that's the 3-step system. Know your market, research your market, create content answering their questions, and then promote it. Very easy. That
sounds pretty straightforward to me. Yeah. And so, so really in this 3-part video series, you're going to be giving a lot of value. I mean, I watched the first video. I already learned a lot. So I would definitely encourage everyone who's watching this to go straight away. We're going to put a link right below this video. Go straight away to Mark's first video and learn. And when the second video is out, we will let but just to close off, Mark, I'm right now watching this video. I'm in network marketing, and I'm looking for ways to generate more leads. I'm looking to attract, more correct prospects that are in my niche, already looking for the type of product or service that I'm promoting. What would be some of the first things? Obviously, these 3 steps are kind of, the elaborate overview, but what can I do today? In 5 minutes today, when I start watching this video, what can I do for my business?
What I would suggest is grab your cell phone and, while you're at the grocery store, this is what I do. At the grocery store, in the car, out and about, at the playground. I mean, those are the perfect places just to share little tidbits of great information. So what I would suggest people do to really get started with this is start sharing some inspirational stuff. One of the things that I did back in 2010 when I really started ramping up is I started doing this thing called daily inspiration. And I was creating videos every day, and I called it my daily inspiration. And they were about a minute long. And all I was doing, I'm literally not kidding, I was reading these little short success poems. And I would tell you, after 30 days of doing that, people were reaching out to me like crazy. And I had people, and there was nothing fancy about it. I was sitting in my office in Chile. I was living in Chile at the time. And I'm literally reading these things, and people were just digging it. And I had people saying, man, I'm looking at your profile and I'm seeing all these videos and I just love your videos. I look forward to them every day. I'm like, cool. And I wasn't doing anything fancy. And so the truth is that people are just looking to be inspired. People want to make a connection. And what's going to happen is through doing these types of videos, very simple, you are going to attract people to you. The people that are meant to connect with you, they will. You won't attract everybody, but you'll attract the right people. And it's just by simple value, pumping it out there. And it's just so easy to do. It's really not hard.
Wow. I love it.
And, as you were talking, I'm going again through my own kind of thoughts. And I was thinking, you're so right about people will connect with, sometimes they connect better with Masha, sometimes better with myself, and sometimes they'll connect better with you. But at the end of the day, It's about how genuine you are with who you are, how comfortable you are. Obviously, try not to pretend to be or to do something else or someone else that you are not. And it's about that also. What I wanted to mention is to everyone that is watching this, obviously, is that as you probably guys know, we usually don't promote anyone, and we focus very much on pure network marketing content, the how-tos and all these things, and very seldomly we get somebody that is a friend of us that is promoting, they have a product or something to introduce them to you. And the good thing that we can say about Mark is, like, see what you get. He's genuine, he honestly wants to help, and that he's put things together in a way that they are so simple that basically today you can start already doing your videos, as he says, in a very simple manner, very simple steps, and you can actually create that content that most of the time we're very scared of. And I put my hand up, I'm the first person, Masha can tell you, when she says, we're going to do a Periscope today, or we're going to do a live Facebook mention thing, I'm the first one, getting all my sweats and thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do, right? So I understand it, like everybody that is scared of, being in front of the camera, I completely understand. But I can also relate to what you say. As soon as you get on board and you're actually doing it, the fear kind of fades away. So, and it comes down to, being genuine and being, authentic with who you are and comfortable with who you are, regardless, right? So, and anyway, so that's my 2 cents of what I wanted to say about Mark. Apart from all the success he has, he's still very humble and, very, very modest in what he has achieved, he says, right? But it's a lot. He's done a lot of work on himself, and you can see that, in the results he's having.
Well, too, I just wanted to say too, one of the things that you just said, Miguel, which is so great. And it's like when you're first starting, I know when I at least got in the industry, the first time I ever started to go out and like connect with strangers, just out and about, I mean, my stomach was racing, you know what I mean? I was nervous, trying to work and talk with people. And, but after I did it a couple times, it just became very easy to do. It's really the same thing with this too. It's just the same principle. It's just you're using a different means to communicate. And it's incredibly, as far as I'm concerned, very duplicatable. And the more you learn, especially with the phone, I mean, it's just the most duplicatable thing. Everybody has a cell phone. I don't know anybody that doesn't.
Absolutely. That is so awesome. And that's why, we feel that you're going to be able to give so much value. So everyone who's watching this, please understand Mark is really the video marketing expert in our industry, in our profession. So make sure you watch the training, the 3-part training series that we're going to put a link right below. And Mark, if you're going to leave us with one thing for network marketers in 2016, what would you tell them?
Right now is the most exciting time to be involved in our industry, I think. I mean, I really do. I think right now, we in the home business industry, we represent something that people are seeking. And, people are, their money isn't going as far as it used to. And I just think we offer, a lifeline to people. And I think that we should be using every means possible to communicate that message. And with the internet and how connected the world is, we've got to get our message out there. And this is all about know, like, and trust. People want to know, like, and trust you. And it's hard to know, like, and trust you from a status update. It's hard to know, like, and trust you from a blog post. It's hard to know, like, and trust you from a picture. Yeah, that helps. But people can really know, like, and trust you from a video. If a picture speaks 1,000 words, then a video speaks 1,000,000. And so for me personally, I think that that's where everything's going. If we can get more people comfortable in front of the camera, just sharing their life a little bit, you're really going to connect with a lot of people. And I'm excited about it. So.
Very awesome. Awesome. Well, yes. Thank you so much for your time, Mark. We're definitely going to pass this on to Pajama Bosses, and we're going to be watching very closely as the 2nd and 3rd videos do come out. So thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, of course. You guys are amazing. I'm looking for my pajamas. So
on the way.
Absolutely. See you later. Bye-bye.
I see ya.